Hello everyone, this is Prashant Hegde. I'm a passionate testing leader from India. Welcome to Software Testing and Beyond. I'm starting this new YouTube channel with the objective to help testers to excel in their careers. In this channel, I'll be talking everything about software testing and what additionally we as testers can do to create an impact in our organizations and add much more value. I'll be starting with a 3-video series about leadership and how new testing leaders can approach leadership in the right way. So let's get started. The success of an organization depends on its leaders. Today, more and more organizations rely on homegrown leaders to shape their future. Becoming a leader is an exciting opportunity for every individual or for every tester to make an impact. However, many young leaders do not know how to handle this change. Individuals who excel as individual contributors are often promoted to leadership roles. In most cases, technical skills become the basis of promotion and not leadership skills. The majority of the new leaders do not receive any formal training or guidance on leading a team. Leadership transitions are frequent and essential, yet most new leaders get very little support and guidance. That is why I thought of creating this video to help new leaders succeed in their roles. Whether you are an aspiring QA leader, a newly promoted leader, or even an experienced one, you should not miss this video. Though this video is created for testers, there are takeaways for everyone who wants to excel as a leader. This video would not be possible without Axela Test. Let's quickly look at what Axela Test is.
This video is brought to you by Axela Test. Axela Test is a modern test case management tool that makes software testing faster, more efficient, and easier to manage. Axela Test gives you the ability to create either traditional style test cases or with Gherkin style BDD scripts. Axela Test empowers testers to create automated tests without requiring them to write a line of code. Axela Test's test case management tool is free forever. So what are you waiting for? Get started with the revolutionary test case management today.
What is leadership? Everyone knows what leadership is to some extent, but it is very hard to put into words. There is no universal definition for leadership. Leadership means different to different people. My favorite definition of leadership is: leadership is a powerful form of influence. What do leaders do? Leaders influence, guide, or lead other individuals, teams, or entire organizations to inspire action or drive success. Influence should not be mistaken for control or power. It's not about manipulating others. A leader's ability to have influence with others should be based on trust. It should be based on developing a strong emotional connection with their team members. Leaders help themselves and others to do the right things. Remember, leadership is not about you, but it's all about your team. No one is a born leader. Leadership is a skill and not a talent. Talent is something that is inborn or inherited. Talent cannot be taught or learned. A skill can be taught or acquired. The good news is leadership is a skill. Leadership can be mastered by studying about it, reading more about it, and most importantly, by experiencing it. With experience, you'll be able to learn leadership. Leadership does not come by designation. Leadership is not about being at the top of the hierarchy or claiming a designation of respect. Just by having the designation of a QA lead, a QA manager, you will not become a leader. A designation does not make you a leader. But what makes you a leader is your vision. Vision is the core of leadership. Successful leaders have one thing in common. It's their vision. It's their ability to see the big picture and visualize success in long term. Good leaders can foresee the better future for their team and they spend their energy and resources towards achieving their vision. Someone becomes a leader when he or she can see something or do something that others are not able to. It may be because of their experience, knowledge, or skills. The ability to picture an organization or a team's future is what separates a leader from the rest. So, a leader without a vision is like a bird without wings. But remember, a leader's vision is not worth unless it is shared. A good leader always over-communicates his vision and he often shares his vision with the rest of the team. Leadership is all about turning your vision into reality. What makes a good leader? Everyone has their perspectives of what makes a good leader. The question of what makes a good leader is widely debated. Here is a long list of qualities I have curated that are seen in good leaders. This list is not complete, but it captures the essential themes of leadership. Have a quick glance. In my experience, one of the most essential leadership competencies that can make a big difference is empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the other person's feelings. It's all about putting yourself in the shoes of another person. Think, if I were in their position, how would I be feeling? What would I be doing? That's what is empathy. Empathy is important because it creates bonds, builds trust, and leads to a deeper understanding between you and your team. People tend to stay in your team or organization when they feel heard or genuinely cared. Some individuals are naturally more empathetic than others. However, empathy is a skill. Just like leadership, it can be learned and improved by practice. A good way to get started is by conducting regular one-on-ones with your team members. When you speak to your team, take time to know your team members and understand their interests, their strengths, and development areas. Give them clear and actionable feedback. A good way to learn empathy is by genuinely listening to your team and their concerns. As a leader, talk less and spend more time listening to your team. Listening attentively gives you insights into what your team needs to succeed. As a leader, you need not have answers to all the questions or you need not have to solve all the problems. Many times, people discover solutions and answers to their problems when talking to an empathetic leader. All it requires from a leader is to listen attentively. Going one step forward from empathy is being compassionate. When a person is in a problem or suffering, think about what you can do to support them and relieve them from their problems and sufferings. Many leaders spend a lot of time implementing processes, practices, and tools when it's the culture that matters the most. Processes and practices are easier to implement, but culture is hard to build. Good leaders are the champions of organizational culture. Today, a solid corporate culture is no longer a luxury but rather a necessity. Organizations that build solid cultures succeed by attracting and retaining the best talent in the market. So, when you're leading a testing team or a QA team, it's important to create psychological safety at workplace by cultivating a blameless culture. Testers are an easy scapegoat if something goes wrong in production. Even today, several organizations expect their testers to act as gatekeepers of quality. They think it's their sole responsibility to ensure quality. A tester's role is challenging. Testers have to disagree, debate with several people. They have to criticize developers' code, answer for delay in releases. Every tester had encountered situations where they were blamed for a missed bug. So, a blame-free culture is vital for testers to succeed and show impact of their work. Firstly, as a leader, adopt a solution-based mindset to solve problems. Stop blaming a person for a failure. Dig down deeper and understand what caused the problem. Treat failures as learning experiences. And try to create a safe environment where your team members are not scared of failures. Because psychological safety is essential for teams to experiment, innovate, and ultimately succeed. Innovations will never happen when people fear failure. Educate your stakeholders about the role of testers and cultivate a whole team approach to quality. Make sure your testers are valued in your team and in your organization. Ensure that testers get involved in all the important meetings and they contribute to the decision making. Remember that it takes time to build psychological safety at work. Take a few baby steps at a time and make it happen. Finally, before I wrap up, I just want to share one tip that has personally helped me to succeed as a leader. Caring leaders bring better results. Know your team and genuinely care about their growth and long-term success. Remember this one tip which will help you to succeed as a leader. Stay tuned for the next video. I will be talking more about leadership and how new leaders can succeed in their roles.
Since this is a new channel, I need a lot of support and encouragement from you guys. Please do subscribe to the channel and don't forget to share this video with all your friends and fellow testers. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. Bye.